Okay, so what I'm going to take you through is a hip mobility routine. I'm going to try and attack all angles of the hip, so front, side, on the back and on the inside. Whether you're preparing for squats, could be deadlift or anything that's involving the hip, might be a good way to prepare yourself for it. Might feel a little bit messy, a little bit of clunkiness going on within the hip, so it'll be a nice way to maybe open it up and prepare yourself for some better movement. Okay, so the way it's going to work, you can either set the clock to Tabata, which is basically 4 minutes of work. We got 20 seconds of work, 10-second rest. Okay, so every time the 20 seconds comes around, you're going to work. Every time the 10 seconds comes around, you're going to rest. That'll be 8 times, so the total adds up to 4 minutes. You'll be changing the movements for the whole 8 times. Okay, so there's not just one same movement, and they're going to change every time, just so we can hit every side of the hip. Pretty simple, let's get on with it. Okay, so movement 1, a little bit of a funny name. It's called we call it the Russian baby maker. Okay, I'm going to give you the front view and I'm going to give you the side view. Okay, so bottom of your squat, hold onto your toes with 2 fingers. Yeah, big toe. Pull yourself down to the squat. Open up the chest so you don't want to be here. Yeah, soft knees. Reach back, pull yourself down, back, down, yeah. Side view, toes, pull yourself down, keep the chest tall, down, okay, so that is movement 1. Okay, so movement 2 and 3 are together because they're on left leg and right leg. This one's known as the Adductor Rocker. Okay, so you're going to squeeze your bum first, stay nice and tall. Right leg comes out to the side. Yeah, same again, front view and side view. All I want you to do is start to push the hips back towards this heel while you keep this foot pressed under the ground. Open, forwards, back. Okay. Side view, show you with the opposite leg. Yeah, it's going to be down, open, down, open. Might feel a little bit of an intense stretch on the inside of the leg, but that's fine, it shouldn't be painful. Okay, so that is movement 2 and 3. Okay, so movement 4 and 5 are going to be combined again. You're going to be working your right and left hip, especially on the front, so around the hip flexor area. So a bit more of a stretch. Again, show you the frontal view and a side view. You're going to take a kneeling position, back toe tucked under. Yeah, a little bit of a 90 degree on each. And all I want you to do with this side is squeeze your bum as hard as you can for the whole 20 seconds. Yeah, and try and push this hip forward towards this knee. Okay, so we squeeze, hold for 20 seconds, and for the whole 20, keep trying to squeeze that bum and push this hip forwards. Yeah, if we show you the side view, be able to watch the back a little better. So what I'm not looking for is to push the lower back. I'm actually looking to just squeeze this bum, drive the hip forward, but your torso should stay nice and tall, okay? So tension through the stomach, and then drive this hip forwards. Should feel a nice little stretch on the front of the thigh when you're performing this. Okay, so that is movements 4 and 5. Movement 6, we're going to go with something called the Cossack Squat. Okay, again, probably for the inside of the thigh and around the inside of the hip area. We're just going to strengthen that position. Okay, so we either got a ball for a little bit of a modified version, or you can do the full Cossack Squat. Yeah, so frontal view. Nice and wide stance. Yeah, aim is to try and keep the hip, knee and ankle on the line. Okay, all I'm going to do from there is I'm going to keep this leg straight and I'm going to lower this hip all the way down. If you notice, everything stays on line, it doesn't collapse in. Okay, we shuffle over to the left side. Same again, heel stays down, torso stays nice and upright. If you struggle getting that low, then all we have here is a wall ball. You can use anything to go underneath the hip, but I just want you to lower yourself, touch the ball, and then stand back up. Okay? You can have that as low or as high as possible. okay? But it's a nice way to start to work your way into that depth with the Cossack squat. So that is movement 6 that'll be performed on each side. Okay, so movement 7, we're gonna stay on the ground for this one. This is known as just hip rocking, okay? So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take a nice wide position with the knees. Yeah, the inside of your foot is gonna be turned onto the floor. And all I want you to do from there is just come down to elbows. You're gonna keep a straight line from your head to your lower back. And then we're just gonna start to sit the bum back towards the heels. And you should feel a really intense stretch on the inside of the hip, okay? Be very, very cautious how far you take it. The aim is to try and keep the back as flat as possible. There's a couple of rocks. Then we switch to the side. See a better position of my back. So what I'm not looking for is a collapsed position. I am looking for a nice straight back and forth. So just using your elbows to push yourself into it and then bring yourself out of it. Okay, that is movement number 7. Okay, so final movement number 8 is known as the Kang Squat. So this is incorporating a hinge and a squat together. Okay, so pretty simple. Frontal version, hands into the hips, yeah, right into the crease. I just want you to push your hips back until you feel your hamstrings. Yeah, you should keep a soft knee, flat back. And then from there, I'm gonna squat down and then stand straight out, okay? Better view from the side. Set your feet up in your squat stance, fingers into the hips, push the hips back, yeah. So you should have a straight line from your head to my lower back, straight line from my hip to my knee, straight line from my knee to my ankles. And then from there, down and out, yeah. Hips, down and out. Okay, so that is the final movement. That is a Kang Squat, movement number 8.